Hey there, Bank here. In this video, I'm going to show you how to start advertising the product you selected and profit from it. In the previous steps, you did your product research. You selected some good products, right? I recommended that you select your products carefully because they're the most important part of this market. If your products are good, it's easy to promote them and make profit. Most of them will probably fail when you start testing, but when you do find a winning product, it will cover the cost of the losers and you can start making lots of money. In this video, you will learn how to test and find winning products by using Facebook ads. First, I'll show you how to find an audience for your products. Next, we'll start running ads to test the products you selected. Then, I'll show you how to determine which ads work. When you finish this lesson, you'll know the process I use to test my products. This is the process I use every time I find a new winner, so make sure you understand all the steps. Okay, let's get started. There are two methods I use to find Facebook interests for my products. The first one involves finding interest from Facebook Audience Insights. The second one is from Facebook Ads Manager. Okay, let me show you how to use these tools to find Facebook interests. Let's open Facebook Audience Insights. I recommended that you save all the interests in an Excel or text file so you can access them easily when you create Facebook ad campaigns. So, on the left side of Facebook Audience Insights, you can see the type of audience you want. You can select the audience's age and gender. Insert interests, language, relationship status, or whatever you want. Let's assume that I want to promote some products in the veteran market. I'll insert the word veterans and Veterans Day here in the insert box. On the right side, Facebook will show you the audience information based on the data you inserted on the left side. It will show you demographics like age and gender, lifestyle, relationship status, and blah, blah, blah for the audience you created. You can see that 51% of people who are interested in veterans are men and 49% are women, and that age ranges from 25 to 65 years old. The job titles are veterans, military, protective service, and so on. Most of them are related to military. Anyway, I don't check the information here much. What I usually look at is the Page Likes tab. Let's go there. In this tab, you will learn what the audience you created is interested in. As you can see, my audience is interested in veteran stuff. There's Veteran Advantage, StandUnited.org, Veterans First, low VA rates, Veterans United Home Loans. They are all related to veterans. So I can verify that the two interests I inserted give me the audience I want. Let's click on some pages. Okay, more than 1 million people like the page Veterans Advantage. Let's see how people interact with this page. The latest post has a lot of likes and shares. There are many comments too. So the audience for this page is really good. When you create your ads and posts about veterans products, you can know that some people will like your post for sure. Let's look at the next page, StandUnited.org. This page has more than 1 million likes as well. There are hundreds of likes on some posts. Not bad. Let's check the next page. Veterans First. Almost 1 million page likes. Some posts have a few hundred likes. That's good as well. Okay, go back to Audience Insights. You can also use some of these pages as your interests as well. Let me try some pages. Yes, the page Veterans Advantage can be used as an interest as well. StandUnited.org too. Veterans First cannot be used. Low VA rates can be used. Let me check whether it's related to veterans or not. There's a photo. Thank you, K9 Veterans. I think this is related to veterans. Let's save it and give it a test. Yeah, try to find interests from these pages and save them to your Excel file. Create a master list of interests for your niche. And then use them to test whether it's good for your products or not. On the bottom part, you can sort related pages using the Affinity tab. You will know what pages people like from the interests you inserted. You can use some of them as interests as well. You can also use the suggested interest from Facebook. Let's insert veteran and see what Facebook suggests. Yep, there are a few more interests here. The Veteran Site, Vietnam Veteran, United States Department of Veterans Affairs, etc. You can see that page likes on the right side are changes too. Find the interests from these new page likes as well. You'll end up with a big list of interests in your niche. The next way to find Facebook interests is by using Facebook Ads Manager. Here, in detailed targeting, let's add some of the interests we have. Click Suggestions. Here you will find more interests that you don't see in the Facebook Audience Insights. Let's select some interests related to your niche and save them to your master list. I recommend that you find at least 30 to 40 interests, because you will have to use them later when you scale your products. Okay, these are two methods I usually use to find interests related to my products. After this step, you should have a master list of interests ready to create your Facebook ad campaigns. The next step is to test your products using these interests. Now, you already have products to promote and a master list of interests for your niche. Now it's time to start testing what you have. Start by selecting some of the Facebook interests you found in the previous step. Select ones that have high interaction on the pages that have many likes, shares, and comments in many of the posts. If some interests are not on the Facebook page, insert them to Facebook Audience Insights and check whether the other page likes are related to your niche or not. If the page likes are still related to your niche, select them to promote your products. Then it's time to create a Facebook campaign. Let's create one campaign for one product. I usually start with the photo post and website conversion campaign with the purchase objective. Some people might start with PPE, and when they get some conversions, they will change that to an add to cart campaign and purchase campaign. But I think it's okay to start with the website conversion with the purchase objective first. Most of my best performing campaigns are optimized with the purchase objective since they started. Next, create ad sets inside this campaign with related interests. If your selected interests have less than 100,000 people for the audience size, no need to narrow them. But if the interest has more than 100,000, narrow it with another related interest. Make sure the audience size is around 50K to 200K when you start testing. Don't make it too broad or too narrow. Create at least 3 ad sets with different sets of interests. Then set the daily budget to $5 for each of them. I like to test 3 ad sets with a $5 daily budget when I test a new product because I want to see how people react to my product first. If it's good, I'll scale it later. Anyway, most of my product prices range from $15 to $30. If your products are more expensive than this, you might start with a higher daily budget. For the ads, I usually don't do anything fancy. Just use a sentence like, "Mother's Day is coming. Get this item for your mom. Click here to get it," or "Perfect Christmas gift for veterans. Click here to get it," or something like that. You can add some product details to the ad copy, but make sure it's not too long. My print-on-demand products have messages on the items, so I add a part of the message to the ad copy as well. It will make people read the message and react to the ads. Also, use a clear product image for your ad copy. If the product you selected from AliExpress doesn't have a good image, contact the seller to get a new one. Make sure there is no watermark on the image as well. The next important task is to insert the parameter $cart and nav equals off at the end of the product URL. It's the magic of GearBubble Pro. Let's check the normal product page in GearBubble Pro here. You can see that if there is no magic parameter in the URL, there are some distractions like Back to Store button, a cart button at the top. The main button is Add to Cart. When you click this button, it will show Continue Shopping and Checkout. If you insert the magic parameter to the URL, it will look like this. The Back to Store button will disappear. There is no Cart button, and the Add to Cart button will be changed to a Buy It Now button. All the distractions are removed, and the people who access this page can focus on only this product and make a purchase. I've used this landing page for many months and found that the conversion rate is super high. I've compared the conversion rate on GB Pro and the Shopify store many times and still find that the GB Pro landing page converts much better. I think it's because there's only one objective on this page, which is buy it now, so the conversion rate is high on GB Pro. So make sure you add this magic parameter every time you promote a product. Okay, let's get back to the ads. I usually use simple ad copy like this. Make it clear what you're selling. Then keep these 3 ad sets running for 2 to 3 days before judging whether they're good or not. By the way, I usually start my ads on Tuesday to Saturday because I find that the conversion rate on my store is usually low on Sunday and Monday. You might copy me by running your ads on these days too. Keep in mind that this is just the beginning of your product promotion, so make it easy and run your ads as fast as you can. We will change the ad copy later after we got some data. I'll show you other kinds of ads in the scaling part. After you've run your ads for 2 to 3 days, it's time to check the status. Go to Ads Manager and examine the performance of the ads. What I usually look at is cost per click, cost per add to cart, cost per purchase, purchase conversion value. I rarely check the CPM, which other people worry about. I don't think it's necessary. Maybe I'm wrong, but in my opinion, these few columns are enough to determine the ad's effectiveness. This is the basic process I use to check the performance of my ads. I mainly check the cost per click and the number of purchases. This is based on products priced mostly in the $15 to $30 range. I usually prefer ads that have a CPC of less than $1. If the CPC is more than $1 or less than $1 and I get no sales, I'll pause it. But if there is a sale from the ads, I'll let it run for 2 to 3 days more to see whether the CPC decreases or not. If there are no more sales for the next 2 to 3 days, I'll pause it. But if there are more sales, I'll check the break even. If it passes the break even and starts making some profit, I'll scale it by increasing the budget by 15 to 20%. I'll talk more about scaling in the next section. If the CPC is less than $1 and you also make some sales, congratulations, you may have found a new winner. Anyway, it keeps running for a few more days to see whether the cost per purchase increases or not. But most of the time, I find that this type of ad produces a winner. This is the process I usually follow when I start promoting new products. Do this process every other day for other products. I'd say that most of the products and ads you're testing will fail, but when you find a winning product, it will cover your costs and you can start earning profits. Good products are the key to everything. If you find winning products, you can scale them any way you want. I'll show you the ad scaling methods I use in the ad scaling section. I've tested more than 100 products and just 10 to 20 products turned out to be winners. One of them has made me around $1.5 million, and the second best has made almost $1 million for me. So don't worry much about your loser products. Finding only a few winning products will make you much more than that. The key is to keep testing the new products every other day. Okay, that's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.